my work incorporates two additional states of matter. Plasma, that's the Schumann forks, are the Earth's electrical background pulse, so they work with your electrical body. But there's also ether, and I don't know how deep we want to go into that.
We want to go into that. We want to go into that.
So present in the ether. So the ether, very simply, is the ground state of everything we see. The ether is the one that the
emergent
many
field.
arise from. Yeah, the emergent field, the luminiferous ocean of clear light that spins itself through torsion, and it divides from being one into two into the positive and negative charges. So ether spins into plasma, and then plasma spins into gases, liquids, and solids, right? But it all is precipitation of different densities, fundamentally, of ether. And so within the ether is the geometry that matter gets built on. The Platonic solids, all manner of geometry, right? And then one of the fundamental things about sacred geometry is the Fibonacci sequence, the golden mean, the golden spiral, phi, 3.14, ... And so while those inform our electric body, the Fibonacci pair inform our etheric geometric template. And these are the 11th and 12th positions in the Fibonacci sequence, are 89 and 144. And so when we use these together, these have the information of phi, or the golden mean, the golden ratio, order, beauty, harmony, truth. I know, like the old buildings, the ancient buildings that stand forever, right? Built in the Fibonacci sequence in the golden mean. And so that's this pair. And these just help kind of create a sense of inner order. They remind your body's blueprint of its fundamental geometric perfection. Well, that's the way nature is built. So that's what those are about. And then the last one I have is the sonic slider. And this one's like the all-purpose, what fork should I start with? Start with the sonic slider. This is the Schumann resonance 7.83 times 12. And so it's interesting because you asked about are any frequencies like damaging or disturbing. The 11th and 13th harmonics of the Schumann resonance are horrible frequencies.
Really?
The 11th is like deadening. It just is deadening, but not in a good way. The 13th is completely neurotic and like all over the place. But the 12th is just right. And like of all the frequencies that I've played with, and I've played with many other people's sets, all those prototypes, there's something about this particular frequency that is so pleasing to everyone. Right? Like most forks, you use them a little bit, like this 144, like I'll put it on myself, after a minute or less, you're just done. You're like, okay, that was enough of that. This one you can just play with. You can rub it on yourself. You can put it anywhere. Kids love it. Pets love it. Plants love it. You can use it for pain. It adds tone and rhythm to your digestive tract. It helps people with food allergies and digestive issues. It's useful for bug bites. You get an ant bite or a mosquito bite. You just put it on and let the vibration run all the way down. It takes the itch out. It's like I have so many incredible comments from people about how much they love it and all the ways that they used it. And you can just keep on, you can't really overdo it. You can hang out with it for a half an hour and you just seriously don't get tired of it. And what it's doing, well, it's doing a number of things. So one of the things that has been determined, and this was from a Harvard study, is that mechanically stimulated tissue heals 2.5 times faster than non-stimulated tissue. So if I have a tuning fork, I don't have any of them with me with boots, but I have different accessories that go on the bottom. I have like a boot that's an amplifier.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yep.
Yeah. And so when you put that on it, that is mechanical stimulation. It's acoustic. It's not like a massage gun going, hammering at you. But people are using it to help them heal faster from injuries, even from things like burns. Because as you mechanically stimulate the tissue, it gets more blood, more lymph moving, just more energy moving, and it causes the tissue to heal faster.
I'm going to put a link in the show notes below. for those that are interested in a fork. I mean, yeah, I'm rushing to go get mine as well. So there's a couple of things in there as well that I wanted to tune into. I've got 3 questions stacked up in my mind. Let's start with where you've just left off. In terms of fascia, because my awareness is fascia is this thing that also transports light based on Chinese medicine through your body. And so, as you said, the mechanical sort of is this working with your fascia in some way, and how is that unlocking light in your system?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question, Amrit. So when I first designed the Sonic Slider, I actually created it to use on the face. It was like a beauty tool. It was like, oh, I need to iron my face at the end of the day kind of thing. And that's how I started using it. After doing that for a few months, I decided to try using it on my body and see what would happen. And a very wild thing happened. And I'm an outlier. I'm an outlier with most things, so I don't want anyone to think that this is a guaranteed outcome. But when I started using it on my body, simply by sliding the handle, right? That's why it's called the Sonic Slider. So you just, like dry brushing, you just slide it all over your body. So I did that. I came all out in bruises. And I lost a whole bunch of weight in a really short amount of time. And so what I figured out was happening was that, again, because I had had so much contracting as a child, that I had lots of fascia knots. And when you have fascia knots, you have capillaries sort of all wound through there. But when I started rubbing this on my skin, on my fascia, what it did was it untangled and smoothed out those fascia knots, causing those capillaries to break and bruises to come out. Can I just jump in there for a sec? Because I've got something like a Theragun, right?
Is that because that's so intense that it doesn't behave the same way? Like, does it require a more subtler approach that these tuning forks afford? Because that's quite profound. Like, you're unlocking things and bruises are emerging.
I know. Yeah, because here's the thing, is that the Theragun doesn't have a conversation with the body. Because this is acoustic, right? Think about what I was telling you in the very beginning. It's like the tuning forks start with a conversation. They start with listening. They start with reflecting the story that's present. It's only after listening and engaging, right? So that allows them to be diagnostic. They're having a conversation, and then they're in training, right? So it's the same when we're putting a fork on the body, is that, like, I can put this on your sternum and I can tell you a dozen things about yourself. Just like in Chinese pulse diagnosis, when they read your pulses and they say, did you have a kidney infection when you're 24? And you're like, how did you know that, right? It's the same sort of thing. Like, your whole history, everything about you, your mind, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, your habits, is all rhythms and flows in the body, and it's all a language. So when I put this on your sternum, I'm using it like a stethoscope, and I'm listening deeply to the stories in all of those rhythms, right? So there's a conversation happening, especially with the Sonic Slider, because it's based in the Schumann resonance, which the body already likes. And so I feel like you can go in a lot deeper, because you're not just coming in and hammering on it. You're like listening first and getting a whole kind of rhythmic groove going on that the body isn't trying to tense itself up against, right?
Hey there, Inspired Evolutionary. If you absolutely love this, well then here's a full conversation with this guest on the Inspired Evolution podcast. Check it out now.